Yo, chat. Holy. 100K stream. Let's go. Let me check my audio. I lagged. I'm sorry. I lagged hard. Let's see. I took the longest trip ever. I literally drove all the way. Let me check if my... Yo, what's up? What's up? That was insane. Input. No, I just had I had a car rented because has people visiting, but I literally drove all the way. I went to like some Trader Joe's out here. It's Trader Joe. I hit some Trader Joe's like literally. I hit this one right here. It's a pretty nice area. And then since I was right on the bridge, instead of just coming back this way, I went over here and I ate at a nice spot in Berkeley. It's called like King China or something. Great China. Yo, Berkeley campus is nice. And then that's where I was up until this point. And then I had to... This is like the Berkeley area. But pretty much from there, I had to make my way back, across the bridge, back into the city. But let's do some LeetCode. John, you in here? LeetCode. How's the audio, by the way? Okay, sick. Let me quickly log into my GitHub. Or my... How many subs do I have right now? Let's see. So signing into my LeetCode. I haven't done LeetCode in a month. Except today, I did some today. Just for fun. We're back. Yeah, I literally haven't done... Yo, what's up? I haven't done LeetCode in a while. Let me get the chat up. John, how's that website coming along? John's website's going crazy. Shabaj, what's up? Ruben, what's good? Everybody in here. It's good. Where's my subs at? I lacked. 1 hour late. That'll get me on Pip. Francis was good. How's the audio, by the way? Y'all can hear me? It's Chris. Let's see. I'm down. Sick. How do I get this? analytics. You can see how I set this thing up. Yo, Shabaj, how's the pip? How are people getting pip? Check this out. I know you work at AWS and people getting pip left and right. Holy, how long is it gonna take me to get this many subs? Interview every 6 months, you'll be fine. There you go. Yeah, he's one of those guys who are actually in SF for Amazon. Let's see. That's crazy. I actually got stuck in traffic. There you go. All right. All right. What questions have what LeetCode questions has everyone been doing these days? Any good ones? JohnPeralta.com community chat is up. It says features cooking. What are you talking about? Yo, Paul, I thought you were handling that Bali trip. Let's see, get my water. John, how much does it cost to buy to get a CFA? Like all of those exams. All right, let's just let me do a couple LeetCode questions. Okay, contest. Do less than 10K just to get CFA. That's still a lot. 10K, even if it was 10K. What is today? that CFA already is making you a lot of money. Transfer array to all equal elements. Interesting. Your brother wants to be a CFA already in grade 11. Interesting. John, after I handle a couple of these LeetCode questions, I'll give you a call. Get that feature launched. Get that feature launched. Yo, Ben, what's up? Make sure my mic is good. All right, perfect. Java. Let's see. Let's hit the Python 3. is wide enough so when it adds the extra digit, solid. Wow, medium for the first question already. Transform array to all equal elements. You are given an array integer nums of size n containing only 1 and -1 and an integer k. You can perform the following operation at most k times. Choose an index I. Yo, Paul, when do you graduate school again? This guy's gonna be a master's student. Oh yeah. This damn is crazy. Yeah, John, get into YC already. Shrink this. You are given an integer array nums of size n containing only 1 and -1 and an integer k. You can perform the following operation at most k times. Choose an index I. So it says I is in the array, basically. And multiply both or n minus 1. What's n? Okay. Why is it n minus 1? It's kind of weird. But we need to multiply both nums I and nums I plus 1 by -1. Note that you can choose the same index I more than once in different operations. Return true if it is possible to make all elements of an array equal after at most k operations, and false otherwise. Yo, Google guy, what's up? Long time no see. What time is it there in India? Man, this question is annoying. So we need... Let me... 10 a.m.? Okay, sick. There's a... What's the what? How hot is it? That's perfect. Perfect that it's 10... Oh, 40 degrees is crazy. But I mean, like, it's perfect that it's 10 a.m. now. But 40 is crazy. Honestly, it says 38% of my viewers are from India. And they're all asking me to do my questions in C++ or Java. Apparently that's what's big out there. But here in the Bay Area, everyone's just spamming Python. You're given an integer num of size n. Choose an index I between 0 and n minus 1 and multiply. So pretend this one has a length. Low-key, that's what I'm going to start doing. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if n equals 5 here, so it needs to be, I needs to be between 0 and 4. Or 0. I is between less than equal to I and 4. So it could only literally be 0, 1, 2, 3. This is interesting. So that means we can't really change this last number. So we need to pretty much make everything the same as the last number. Make everything the same as the last digit. Is that what we have to do? Because if 0, 1, 2, 3. So this is 4. We can pick 0, 1, 2, or 3. So I think we can pretty much what happens here is we can make everything. We need to make everything the same as the last digit. So it needs to be all ones. Okay, choose index I equals 1 and multiply both nums 1 by. Okay, that flips these. And now we times both of these, and now it's equal to 1. Okay, this one's kind of interesting. Chat, I'm gonna send this one in the chat. This is an interesting question. So we could pretty much, we have to make everything the same as the last digit. So how are we gonna do that? I'm down, man. I'm down. It's not possible to. CFA is right. That's a true story. So, how are we gonna do this? Well, I had to, man. I just had to make sure that thing came in. Now they can do whatever they want with me. Okay, what are we thinking here? Yeah, it does, Google guy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take I need to take 2 adjacent elements. So I think the first step is figure out. Wait. Dude, this question's kind of hard. So figure out the last element and if it's positive or negative. And then we need to make everything match. Well, that'd be crazy. Make everything. Yo, LeetCode, LeetCode Hard, what's up? Thank you. Have you done this weekly contest? This first question is actually kind of hard. Damn, what did you score? Oh yeah, you're on PTO, right? That's crazy. Sorry, let's put some blue chat. I mean, so one way to do this is literally just an O of n squared solution. Like this is the most greedy, or this is the most like the worst solution ever. When am I leaving? I'm already back in SF. But what I'm gonna do is pick 2 negative. Pretty much what we need to do. Yeah, reinforcements in the chat. So how do we know to make this one and this one negative. Well, if we choose, what if we chose this one? If we chose this one, this would go positive. Is there a way that we can, if we choose them wrong, it'll be bad? Well, if we want to flip one, we might flip the other. The best case is we flip 2. Yeah, we can kind of do this greedy because we can say, yeah, what we can do is literally the worst solution is just pick an element and flip it. Find an element that doesn't match the very last element, and then flip it. And you do that k times. You do like you pretty much do like while k. So we'll try to do 3 times, and then we'll analyze the array after, and we'll analyze the array to see if it actually has the right result, or if it's all the same element. That's one way, but I'm just trying to see. Like, we can start from this side and try to flip these. Wait, let's see how that would work. What if we have something like this? Yo, chat, try this question out. It's actually good. So what if we flip these? If we want 1 to equal to -1, that's fine. So we just leave it. But what, -1 right here? Devon, what's up? Which question or which patterns do you need? Whatever patterns people need, I'll make the vids. Go -1. This is kind of greedy. It's not. Why is this one not possible? Because maybe we flip here. What? We're trying to make it 1, 1. We flip 1, 1, 1, -1. Yeah, at this point, low-key it's a bit like a bubble sort. Oh, low-key it's a bit like a bubble sort. Because, I don't know. Yeah, I think we could just straight up greedy this. So let me try this solution. Like, while k is less than or greater than 0, what we're going to do is we're going to do k minus equal 1. This is my first try at it. Let's see if it just breaks. This is like an O of n squared solution. So we'll say for I in range length of nums -1. So we'll say is positive, or we'll just say sine equals if nums at -1 is less than if the last element is less than or is equal to -1, the sign is negative right here. So if the last element equal to -1, else the plus sign is here, right? So for I in range, the length of nums -1. Oh, you want adjacency list, graphs with adjacency list, greedy, intervals, topo sort. Okay, perfect. All right, I got you on that. Let me take a picture of that. if the sign is equal to negative, we'll do one thing. Pass, pass. John, I'm gonna call you after this question. Gotta show what the website is looking like. If the sign is equal to a negative, what we're gonna do is for I, if the sign is equal to a negative, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have two conditions. If the sign and nums at I is greater than 0, Paul pretty much invested it, paid off my credit cards, put it in a high yield savings account. Invested into John's startup. Let's see, equals negative. If the sign is equal and the nums is greater than 0, what we're gonna do is we're gonna say nums I times equal negative 1. If the sign is equal to positive, if the sign equals, you're bootstrapping it. If the sign low-key, a lot of these companies, they want to stay private, and then a lot of the employees' morale gets destroyed because they want the company to go public. And then they all just dip. Sign equals plus and if the sign equals plus and the nums I is less than 0. Yo, what's up? See, we converted all that. Okay. This is a terrible solution, but this is what's gonna get it. When you do these contests, you just gotta make it work. Nums I equals nums. Let's see. Nums I times equal minus 1. So now if it's equal, now we just need to say, we need to use the any function. Is there any? How does the any function work? Okay, I gotta look up one thing. All function, hold on. All iterable. Any function. Any function. Okay, what I'm gonna do is like, what we'll do is we'll do a map. we'll say map nums lambda x. We'll map all the nums x if x true if x equals nums -1, else false. There's some weird syntax, but we're saying we're looping through all elements of numbers, and if all of them are true, that means they all equal the last one, then we return true in general. Otherwise we return false. So function object is not iterable. Do we have to reverse? Does this work? Is there an edge case? Did I fail my interview? This is not efficient. Wrong answer. How would this all turn? Check key. Check K print. Like also make sure K. Oh, it needs to be exactly. What's that? How would this be true? -1, -1. Oh, okay. Wait. So pick 2 negative, or we want these equal to this. Oh, so I could actually make -1 go like this. We can go 1, -1. And then from there you can go -1, -1. Oh, we need to keep checking the sign inside here. Yo, if this works, I can't even explain why it works. Like, I have no proof that it works. It's just... Okay, it doesn't work. We have to be more smart about how we're gonna choose them. Let's see. Okay. Let me take a step back. You're given an array nums of size n containing -1 and -1. You can perform the following operation at most k times. Choose an integer and multiply both. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm saying. I think this is wrong. We we don't need to care about the last element and make everything change to that. We could just straight up Yo, Liam, what's good? Damn, why'd I give myself this hard question? Let me think. Let me think of some strategies. Yes, sir. It can only change to 1 and -1, so you can have 2 separate checks that are both greedy. You can have 2. This is rough. Yeah, there's some cases here. Mustafa, what's up? Let's see. I think when we have yo, that 12-hour stream, I have to do one again soon. Start with 1. Just make a check to see if you can make the array all equal to 1 in less than k. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna do that blind 75 stream again near Christmas season, and let's see if I can do that again. Nice, that's a good book. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna okay. Let's see how can we get all these to 1. So if we turn this. What happens here? Yo, Rex, what's good? I sent the question. So we convert this to 1. Then what? Wait, how many points does it get? Actually, this one has 5. Bro, you're just better than us in general, though. But yeah, you'll probably... Let's see. 1, -1. Alpha, you getting good with Java? You've been spamming it? So what do you get? -1, -1. Okay, I think the best way to get this is... Okay, so we can try to get these to -1. So to get these to -1, we can just straight go like this. Like, okay. Hold on, let me grab some water. Yo, Alpha, how many questions have you solved now at this point? Probably over 1,500, right? So what are we gonna do here? If we want to change everything to a -1, we'll do here 1, 2, 3, 4. What if we want to just do... So what if we want to change this to -1? Okay. I see what we do. So we need to run this for both I and we need to just bring out this function for negative. Yeah, I see. That's crazy. Some graph problems? Sounds good. I thought I asked a lot of graph questions. Yeah, this is just greedy. Can make sub. Let me make a sub function here, nums. K target. Or we'll do it like this. We don't even need to do while k. We just need to we just have to move from like I. Yeah, because if once we convert that one, yeah, we would have to convert the ones before it. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I see the potential solution here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do for I in range. We just have to do this loop. And we're gonna do this. If the sign is equal to -1. If the sign is equal to negative and it's actually positive, we'll actually just times it by that to flip the sign. Then we'll do this again right here. If the sign, what's gonna be the sign? Target equals if the sign is equal to -1 is equal to this. Let me just do this. Else just 1. So we say if all the elements is equal to the target, return true. Else return false, and if all of that is true, then we're good. So now we just literally need to do this, and let's see how many changes did it take. We'll say if k equals 0, just literally just break, and at any of these points because we don't want to operate if k is already equal to 0. So now we just need to do something like this. Turn positive self dot can make equal. And then we need to create a copy. We can do for element in nums. We do the element here. Can make equal. So for element in num, like we create a copy and we'll just pass in k here. Can we turn positive? And then we'll say the sign equals. And we'll do turn negative. And then we return or turn negative. And for this one, we could just probably just pass in the nums. So like that. Something like that. Nice. Okay, what's the second question? So you count the numbers of... Dude, I don't want to do no permutations. Okay, let's see. Yeah, chat said if chat says that one's hard, I don't want to do that one. Can you try a Code Wars 2KYU? What's that? Is this hard? What level is that? What do the different levels mean? Damn, y'all have high hopes in my elite coding skills if you would think I'm going to be able to pull that up. Let me get the... where's this thing? Yo, thanks for supporting, for real, everyone on the chat. It's actually crazy to already hit 100, but we're gonna run this thing up. We gotta run this thing up to a mil. Hard Sudoku solver. Yo, Paul, for real. You and Alpha debating in the chat while people are doing algorithms. John CFA collabing, all that stuff helps for real. 32 more. Let's get it. Yo, this is hard. I've never done Code Wars before. Okay, let's pick another random contest. Or let's look at 252 and do the first question on here again. I could only do the first question of all these these contests. Yo, let's go. 29 more. 650. Let me see. DJ Pro. $49. That was loud. I have a whole DJ set right here. Get the air on. Dude, that's loud. Sorry if I waken anyone up. Yeah, I was running this at a wedding. Let's see. 30 more subs! Alright, let's get this question. Wait, John, let's hop on a call. Yo, Alpha, have you done this question already? Yeah, deploy the prod and then hop it in. I'm gonna do this next question. You're given an array nums. John, I'm gonna send you the link. You see your website. Okay, you're given an integer array nums containing distinct positive integers and an integer target. Determine if you can partition nums into two non-empty disjoint subsets with each element belonging to exactly one subset, such that the product of the elements in each subset is equal to the target. Return true if such a partition doesn't exist and false otherwise. A subset of an array is a selection of elements of the array. So 3 and 8. 3 times 8 equals 24. And then 164. Okay, interesting. Damn. Nah, yo, 35 viewers. Let's see, let me join in on my burner, make it 36 quick. I just need to check if everything's working. Let's get it. What is this question? Why am I doing partitioning subsets on a Sunday? So you're given an integer array. Shabaj, low-key, it's been slowing down. I don't know what happened. I had multiple videos going viral and pretty much the videos that do well for some reason that I keep spamming, I'll show you. Yo, this one video type that I've been spamming is the ones that have been getting me a ton of views. Let's see. So these 3 videos made my channel go crazy. No, like the amount of, or I mean, earlier in June was like my best, or May was my best month, but June kind of slowed down. June has been slow for the last week. But so those ones popped off. So I literally dropped this Bloomberg one this morning. Cause bro, the ads. I dropped this Bloomberg one this morning, just cause I have no videos going viral right now. So this one's helping my this one's actually getting a good amount of views. It's probably gonna hit like a K something by the end of it. But hopefully this one can go viral. I'm just gonna keep spamming those ones. If I can't find what I need to do, honestly, what I need to do is I need to find like other videos that are gonna go just as viral like this. Because these are the only ones that I know for sure go viral. I need to find other ones that I could just spam that will go viral. I thought this metaverse one was gonna go viral, kind of just flopped. Yeah. Once I find more of these, I know for sure people like this one, so I'm gonna hit Uber for this one because there's a Uber one. And what else? That's might be my last one of that series, and I need to find something else that's gonna hit. But bro, some of my old videos are so bad. But yo, chat, I dropped 272 videos since I started. Really, and it's been 7 months since I actually started. 8 months since I started YouTube. Some of these were like 4 months ago. Oh, this is one project that I'm gonna get back up and running again. Is my self-driving car in Unity. This was a pretty sick project. I need to get that one back up and running. But let's see. Yo, Alpha, is this question more of a... Right here, is this one more of like a dynamic programming type question? Where you try to figure ones that fit? Wait, what is N? Is N... Okay, N is all positives. Yeah, 272 vids in 7 months. I spam. I kind of slowed down now. What? Why is John Peralta trying to join? Let's see. Why is John Peralta trying to join?
Oh, yo.
Yo, it's, back.
I'll just not talk. I bet.
Or like just turn off your other one. Yo, John, what's up? Let's see. Wait, hop on. Let's see.
What? I'm on.
Like
Just do your thing. You're doing a LeetCode question. Just run it.
What are you working on?
The website. What do you think, bro? Hell yeah.
Yo, chat,
Oh,
can you
man.
hear John good?
Why am I huge?
John need to do a mock. This guy's busy coding right now. Doing actual development work.
Should I do a LeetCode question? Yo, there's 36 people on the stream. I swear if I start doing LeetCode, it's gonna drop to minus 36. They do not want to see that, bro. Oh, man. I think the first video that I ever also went viral for me was you teaching me twosome or something. Go on my channel. Like, do you remember that one?
Okay, how's it working now? That's better for sure. Yo,
I think
Patrick,
on my
thank you. I think
on my channel, the second best video is senior software engineer teaches me LeetCode. And then third one was senior software engineer explains twosome to a beginner.
Yeah, let's look. Yo, appreciate it. Thanks, chat. Yeah, this is how we knew that these videos are gonna pop. John gave me the secret sauce. Caesar, thank you.
Whose mic is
Yo, look at this. Cause John dropped these videos too. Senior software engineer teaches me to code. Senior software engineer teaches me to sum. So this is funny.
Two.
Dude, this was me and John 6 months ago. What is this? December 7th. We're like grinding LeetCode questions
I
in the
saw
middle
with
of winter break.
ChatGPT a month and a half ago,
Our
and
first video, oh man,
yeah.
I don't know if you want to leak. The first video we ever did together was so jokes, bro. I think we made 2 videos back to back
Yeah.
that night. That night.
Yo, so these ones popped off on John's channel. So, let's see. Like, these ones did really well. Dude, your mass producing equity research is starting to take off too. That one's getting a lot more views from before
Yeah.
these were close, and now this is going way above.
Yeah, just I think people actually want to see it.
Yeah, I feel like what do you think is a viral video? I think a viral video is anything that gets more than 1.5k like views, because I noticed if it gets more than 1.5k views, it could get you up to 100 subs. Like these ones,
Yeah,
every
I don't know
time,
how many subs that one got me.
but like every time you did one of these, didn't your channel like grow fast for a while that video was going ham?
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I noticed too. I felt like 1.5k was the magic number. When you get like a video that's about to hit or that gets like 1.5k views, it just suddenly boosts your alpha. Like even those ones didn't blow up your channel or it made your channel grow really fast when you were able to get those videos with 2.3k views. Did you notice that it just boosted all your analytics and stuff when you got anything above 1.5k? Yeah, that's what I noticed too. So that was the main thing, is I was just trying to make videos that got over 1.5k views. Any video that I got over 1.5k views, I would spam that.
Honestly, man, just drop any video.
Yeah, honestly, that's the same thing.
Yeah, honestly, just drop any video. I don't know about like, I think it's about a volume approach, to be honest with you, because like you don't know what slaps. Like
Yeah.
like being a sniper doesn't make sense on YouTube.
Yeah, like weren't you debating somebody that at first, or breadth over depth,
I
or
I, I don't even know.
I thought you were
I
debating
just
Cedric on that, talking about like should you spam videos or just spend a lot of time? Because me and John took the same approach when it came to YouTube. He kind of pulled up the formula because you'll see other people on YouTube make videos of very high quality, but honestly, I don't really have the time to do that, and I'm not a good video editor.
Yeah,
So
but I don't think it's about quality for you though. Like quality could mean 2 different things. Like quality could be like, okay, you don't say like, you don't say a bunch of different things, and you edit the videos to cut all of the fluff out. Your video quality is like you're literally giving people the ability to get better jobs. You know what I'm talking about? Like you don't just make up random crap. Versus other people, they're like, "Oh, do you want to get into AI? These are the tutorials that you have to do. This is the stuff that you have to do." Like yours are actual real videos. I don't know.
let's see, that makes sense. Cedric or Cedric plus Cedric.
Yeah, you're right, Alpha Code.
Dude, I'm just I was spamming these videos, but
Yeah,
a
like the
lot.
AI videos for you did not slap. Same for me. Like the AI videos did not hit. Like when I talk about RAG, MCP, and all of that stuff, people kind of just like fall off the map.
But look at
I
this
think
thumbnail that I generated using AI. That's just one thing I was trying to do at the start. I was AI
no,
generating these.
pull up the one where you were depressed because that one dude said that why are you making videos even though other people aren't watching or whatever.
Yeah, that one's so funny.
That one was a
I
funny
trolled that
video.
kid. Let's see.
Oh
This guy
no,
was
you even did a video on me. You did a video on me. CFA
These was my
charter
first
holder list
videos.
code, my reaction. Yeah, tag that one dude that was roasting you for not having 100 for not getting any
Yeah,
views.
dude, when I first started the channel, I was making terrible shorts too. I have so many shorts.
You have what, bro?
I have one now that my friend Cedric made, and it's pretty funny.
Oh man, Liam, bro, nah, dude, stop that. We always have to have honestly, the way that my backend works on my website, the only way to turn it off is by changing the API key. I do not want AI to replace us, man. I want to be able to turn that off.
Where did I go to uni? I went to the University of Calgary. Yo, sub up. Yeah, the key to growing is literally just consistency. But low-key, my channel really only grew fast because of these videos that went viral. Pretty much when this one went viral, this is kind of what made my channel go crazy. If without these videos, my channel would not be close to where it is right now. And I actually made this video off random. Right.
Could probably one.
Nah, you were literally preparing for that interview.
Yeah, I was preparing for that interview, but I was.
Did you not make this video? Did you not? Yeah, did you not make that video like right before you actually took the interview?
Yeah, I was just preparing for my interviews at that time. So this was right January 3. I think I had a phone screen around January 16 or something. So I was just preparing. So I was doing these anyways. Yo, I can't snitch on myself.
Yeah, nah, James. Remember that? Remember
Dude,
you
Cody
were
with
like,
Minmer did a video like this, and I think it's starting to pop too. I'm gonna get him on the channel soon. Bro, he has the same title.
yeah.
So funny.
Coding with
This guy.
Mimmer going off too. He has like
Where-
3K subs now.
He's like senior software engineer takes on the meta phone screen.
Oh,
I don't know why
man,
mine popped.
he stole it, eh?
So good.
Nah,
It's
man.
all good. I'll let it slide.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Cody with Minmer. He's a
Yeah,
legend.
shout out to that guy. Oh man, that guy's funny, man. Oh no, Minmer has videos with him and his girl in the chat now.
Oh yeah.
Because
yeah.
before what's it called? It was just a screen, but now him and his girl are on the
Bro,
chat
this
on
guy's
different
troll.
corners.
Yo, everyone knows this guy though. When you start at Meta, people already been watching him. They'll be like, "Oh, this guy was so helpful." Da da da.
That slaps.
So funny. Look at this. He named one. Look, it's like twosome. He did twosome, and the thumbnail is him and his girlfriend.
Hell yeah.
This guy's trolling. This guy's so funny.
Girl in the chat is like 100K subs. Oh man, is it rude if I told Min to just let Summer take over?
How do you know his
Oh,
girlfriend's
man.
name, bro?
Bro, it
So
literally
he-
says
he-
Min and Summer. Yeah, what the hell are you saying right now?
So funny. Yeah, he ran the same title and it's doing good views. Yo, Alpha, he's been on your channel? It's already like popping off. It's a good title. But yeah, honestly the AI stuff that didn't really pop off. But my goal with this channel is not really, honestly, it's not this. No, yeah, he knows he been watching.
Nah, I like Minmer. I
The
watched
reason
Minmer
I
for-
started this channel was not even to just pop off on YouTube. This is just a nice little side thing. But I don't want to focus all my life on the YouTube too. I don't want to focus on YouTube so hard that I can't progress as a software engineer. I see so many software engineers. I think all the popular software engineers, especially the younger ones, they pretty much sacrifice their career for a YouTube career. And
Nah, yeah, don't do that.
I don't know if I want that because I want to provide content I want to provide the best content I could possibly come up with from my own mouth too, not from just interviewing people or getting people on the thing that are advanced or or learned a lot, or like people way ahead. Obviously, I'll get people like that too, but I want to progress in my career, and then share the stuff that I learned so other people can do the same. Cause I don't want to just interview a bunch of people who are maybe like CEOs and stuff like that. I'd rather go become a CEO and document that. So that's why the YouTube thing. What about content similar to Primeagen? I
Nah,
don't know.
okay,
That's a
okay.
hot take.
Watch yourself
Go
on
look.
this.
Go
Watch
go.
yourself on this hot take. Oh man.
Go look up. I thought you just want to make viral videos. I mean, I'm down. Whatever. Honestly, YouTube helps build an audience, and if I want to build and once I have an audience, if I'm working on cool stuff, I could share it to as many people as possible. Yeah, I'm gonna
I'm
build
building
a
a
dude. Yeah, my
Mustafa,
brother's.
man. I'm doing that. What are you talking
This
about?
guy's building. John Peralta CFA is building one in public. But
But I think like trying to get rich on YouTube, it's hard to make a billion off YouTube only. Like I think if because right now like I think James should focus on his tech career and then use YouTube as a platform as a force multiplier for his career rather than like just do
what do you mean
one.
by that?
Like say like do you know what founder led marketing is?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to do. That's exactly what I'm
Yeah,
trying to
that's
do.
basically what you should be doing. Hard to make a billion tech. Yeah, it's hard, but it's easier than YouTube.
Anything. I logged into John's website, but the chatbot isn't working.
Oh,
Oh, it's
what?
down
Ah,
again.
it's
Seven.
down again.
That's a Sev one.
Are you not you have to be authenticated.
Oh, are you authenticated?
Is You have to be authenticated. Oh man. I I I forget why oh man.
Oh, it's not working. It's not working for me either.
Say a word. You have to be authenticated, guys.
I'm authenticated.
Try it. Try it again. Say hi.
Yo, John's website. Oh, dude, it took forever to respond. It just takes a while.
Maybe Gemini. I'm
You
blaming that
know.
on the Gemini API, man. The Gemini API lacking.
Let's see if this guy knows me. Gemini knows me.
Blame it on the Gemini. Dude, do you guys subscribe to the OpenAI just they have like this emailer thing that tells you like when certain services are degraded? It's
Holy,
degraded.
it dropped my whole work experience. Okay, that thing's crazy.
What? Where? Where?
Okay, Nat's asking what's founder-led marketing. So founder-led marketing is a popular thing that's happening in San Francisco these days. It's, I don't know, just think about what Elon Musk is doing with his stock. That price literally goes up and down because of this guy. So what a lot of these founders are doing is they're also trying to be, even Cluely, right? So
Yo, Gemini
yeah,
knows who
Cluely.
you are? What the hell, really?
Yeah.
Let's see,
But
scroll
it just
down.
straight up leaked like a bunch of stuff on me.
Yeah, let's see, scroll down. Oh, the search feature worked, eh?
Dude, what?
The
Okay,
search
how
feature,
do
the
we
search feature worked, right? It's
how do we
nice.
explain founder-led marketing? So pretty much
Ask
it's
the
when
AI, man. Ask
okay,
the
okay,
AI.
let me load up John Pro. Dude, what the heck?
Yo,
Let's
where's
use-
Paul at? I want more feedback on the UI. So I took the feedback to heart, man. I took the feedback to heart. Like
Can you explain founder-led marketing?
how do you explain an app that has a response 5 minutes after you make a request? Okay, Alpha, I think what I have to do with that. I think what I have to do with that is
Yo, it's like
I
you
have
need
to
to
add
format it a
streaming
bit
as
better.
yeah,
can't read
I need
this.
the streaming. I need streaming for the AI chat. So like as it types, you could see it think and whatnot. But yeah, no, I feel you. I think the other thing I'm using is I'm using 2.5 Pro experimental. I'm using like their like maximum model. Maybe if I use Flash, you'll get better response.
Okay, chat. This is what founder-led growth is, and it's a really popular trend right now in the Bay Area. So, founder-led growth refers to a business growth strategy where the company's founder plays a central ongoing role in driving the company's vision, strategy, culture. Wait, that's not it. Founder-led marketing. What's founder-led marketing? Bro, it's basically when the founder just keeps putting themselves out there and it basically markets their own startup. So you see how sort of Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, even like Anthropic CEOs, Mark Zuckerberg, they want to have a good public image, and you could see with like Zuckerberg, he's been doing a lot more things in the public eye because he's trying to build his public image, and a lot of people are trying to have a better public image or build their public image so that they could do. I think the reason is they're trying to do this founder-led marketing. So, I mean, Steve Jobs is probably the best example of it. There was like a cult following, even Elon, of cult following around these founders, and it literally drove the stock up. And when they say something stupid, it drives the stock down, obviously. But people even join these companies to work for some of these people. And I think hiring is pretty much the bloodline of a company. If you can't hire the best people, your company's gonna fail. Especially out here.
$400K to 1 mil for founding dev. Golly, it's 100K and bro, 400K to a mil.
So what are the core elements of founder-led marketing?
Bro, you went to ChatGPT. You didn't even use my AI.
Okay,
golly, it was that bad.
Dude, your thing formatted it bad. John, how would you explain founder-led marketing? You just said it earlier. And didn't YC drop videos on this recently?
Founder-led marketing, look at Anthropic's website. Look at Anthropic's YouTube, or like LangChain's YouTube. They're they build in public, and then they literally get instant feedback from the community, and then they can make their product better than like a normal company would.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that's what, like, for example, like when I showed my website on YouTube, I got instant feedback. Like they thought it was trash. So then I could like literally just fix that ASAP. Like to me, I thought it was cool.
Yeah. Yo, Alpha, the Cluely CEO is starting to hire people. Oh, and he gave resume advice. He gave resume advice to get in at Cluely. I don't know. They said that they only hire people under 25, and I've already cleared that age.
That's what they said?
Something like that. They just like, we just want the youngest, most cracked people working at this company.
Nah,
we're gonna be the youngest company in the valley.
Fried, bro. That's literally the wrong thing to focus on.
Something like that.
That's the wrong. Imagine if an NBA team was just like, oh, we just want all rookies only.
Yeah, but they're like, we want. Yeah, that actually sounds illegal.
That sounds literally stupid, bro.
That's
like the stupidest. Yeah, that's ageism for sure, and that does not work in like actual competitive fields.
Bro, imagine a company with just straight 20-year-olds or 20 to 25-year-olds. That'd be interesting. You need experienced people, though, to work at the company. So if you just have a bunch of... If the demographic is all under 25, it'll literally be just like a frat. You just want people who have no life outside work?
Why would you... I don't know. Like, that's just a crazy statement. That's a bad statement. That's like the opposite of founder-led marketing, man. Oh,
that guy's growing. You know, John, Cluely is the same people who built that that cheating software, Interview Coder, that writes
Oh
the
yeah.
code, he's popping
Yeah.
off. I mean, that's also founder-led growth right there. So whoever's asking what founder-led growth is, that guy's doing founder-led growth. He's pretty much he's using his platform. He's basically using his image essentially to drive the company sales. It's interesting. What is everyone's thoughts on it? What's everyone saying? Engineering intern. Okay.
200 an hour.
Yeah, I'll show you his LinkedIn. What's this guy's name? What's this guy's name?
Dang. Yeah, Cluely is like you dude, if you had Cluely on like one of those Ray-Ban Meta glasses and it could tell you exactly what to say there at the club, that would be lit. I'd buy
Dude, that's
it.
what they're
But
trying to do. That was the marketing that they did. They literally shot a video where he's on a date with a girl, and then it's telling him exactly what to say, and it's like cheat on anything in life kind of thing.
oh my god.
Because his
All right,
initial product.
I was playing around, but not. That is not the move, man. That's terrible.
Let's see. I'll tell him to run. He should just run it, and run it on the Meta glasses. Take a video and see if it works.
There's a lot of Rizless people in tech, so.
Let's see. He's
Yo,
doing
awesome guy. What up, dude?
Yeah, awesome guy in here.
Awesome guy, man. Shout out to Awesome Guy.
Software
Was
engineering
Awesome Guy
intern.
one of the first like donators? I swear.
Yo, look at this. This is actually crazy. Respect if he's actually doing this, but he's saying Cluely is launching the highest paying engineering internship in this whole wide world. $200 an hour.
That's so stupid.
So that
Where do you get the money from? Like,
he raised VC money.
bruh.
$200 an hour. That's a lot of money. How much is that in a year?
200 times 40 times 52.
200 times 40 times 52? Okay. Yeah, 200.
No, that's so cap, bro.
This is just an internship though. Holy crap, just base salary, that would make you 416 grand.
Man, if I was the VC that gave him money, I am not happy with that decision.
So we're looking for the 7 best programmers in the world. Okay, they're only hiring 7 people. But they're looking for the best programmers in the world to help build the first true desktop copilot. Honestly, I think these kids are actually pretty smart. They all went to Ivy League schools and stuff, and they're pretty ambitious. But they're looking for the 7 best programmers in the world to help build the first true desktop copilot, an always-on, real-time, invisible
Mama,
AI.
turn that down a bit. I'm on a call.
Invisible AI system with continuous access to your screen in audio that... Why would you want this always on?
Honestly, that could be that's easy to do with Playwright. Honestly, that could be
Oh, you're going. But yo, okay, he gives career advice. What's this guy's name again? This guy's name is like...
Oh man, the AI chat is really that slow, eh?
Yeah, it's pretty slow.
All right. And it's doubling up. It's tweaking. Oh man, that's what happened when you push the prod just for views.
Okay, this is his first update. Or this is a recent update. Let's see. So he went. So Cluely is cheat at everything. So he's gone through over 2,000 applications trying to hire for Cluely's 200-hour software engineering internship. He sent 11 invitations out of 2,000 applicants. So it's very, very, very selective. He said, here's what he thinks. Most people have extremely poor formatted resumes. If you're not using a common resume template, start. They're popular for a reason. I agree with that. Oh shoot, I accidentally cut John out. This guy. Oh shoot, tweaked. Oh yeah, sorry. Let me look at the chat. Dude, a tweak. My bad. Can you give me feedback on your LinkedIn? Okay, what's your LinkedIn?
Yo, you're gonna leak this guy's entire name and everything on this.
He asked for it.
No, just ask him again one time just to validate.
Okay,
that
confirming that you want. Say yes if you really want me to look at your LinkedIn. Two-factor off. Okay, so this guy went through 2,000 applications trying to hire for Cluely's 200-hour software engineering internship. John, are you quitting your job for this 200? Even your own startup?
Hell no.
Hell no, you're not quitting.
Hell no, I'm not
I might
quitting. What
quit.
the hell?
200 hours is a lot.
Why? Why? It's like not even a name brand on your resi.
We'll see. So
Yo, I hate. Is it just me or I hate people that have like ex Columbia, ex this, ex that? It's like, bro, imagine you're dating someone, and you're like, I was ex Jessica Alba. Like, how does that make you like a more prime candidate? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know about all that.
John, does your AI save chats?
Yeah. Of course it does.
Yo, this guy is.
I'm not gonna use the AI chat. Like, I want to assert this. I will not use personal AI chats to train the equity research AI.
Yeah,
not
just
that
have your own
guy.
terms and service.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
What is Cluely saying? First, most people have extremely bad formatted resumes. I agree with that. I've seen a lot of resumes that are 2 pages, some with random bad coloring scheme, some with a bunch of random things on it, like their exact address down to their apartment number. You should, like, who cares about your address? You don't really even need to. Yeah, you kind of sometimes you need to put your city, but I think definitely just use a common template. That's a good start, honestly, because if your resume is not even formatted correctly, no one's gonna look at it. That's the first thing. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. I'm not. Y'all can't see this. All right, my bad. Okay. I agree. I +1. Thanks, you Cluely CEO ex Columbia. If your education is not eye catching and your experience is not eye catching, your GitHub better be eye catching. This is the one thing that can separate a bad applicant from a good one, and is the sole reason for over half of the invites I sent. Over 99% of applicants have a completely horrible GitHub that is unreliable. What is that?
unhireable.
Oh, unhireable. My bad. So, what does that mean? This guy's is a banned from Fang. Yeah. So what? I think How many people actually look at your GitHub, and what are people looking for in your GitHub? I agree that having a good GitHub is good because it shows code examples or examples of you actually coding. And yeah, startups will actually look at your code, but I think the first step is having a resume that actually passes the ATS and that hits that has good bullet points. First, it needs good enough. First, okay, I agree with this one. Have a good common resume template so it looks nice. And then from there, once you have a good resume template, yo, Caesar, thank you. Appreciate it. Let me hit the air horn. What the hell? That did not sound properly. Oh, did I kick John off? The hell is that? So, what was I saying? Yeah, a good resume template is proper. Yo, John, you when you turn on the audio, it echoes.
Is it good again?
Yeah. So, let me see. Check. Okay, good. Okay, let's see what else this guy's saying. Okay, I'm gonna look at this person's. He already two-factor auth. He told me that I could look at his LinkedIn right on here. Which one are you? Is this you?
Yo, smile in your pics.
Nice. Okay.
He's already a public figure.
How many subs? Or 766? Is he? Abel, confirm.
That's a nice campus.
Confirm Caesar's comment.
Public figures lacking figure. Oh man, what are you trying to say?
Okay. Rochester Institute of Technology Software Engineering Program has equipped me with a solid... Okay, first he has an about section. So first, okay, the first thing is there's way too much... There's so much stuff here. X, Sweet Internet Web Tech, MLT CP, Color Stack Fellow, CodePath Fellow. Honestly, I don't know what a lot of these are, and it kind of is just so much to have on a title, right? It should pretty much just say where you're working, and maybe, I don't know. I wouldn't do the X, Apple X, that stuff, right? I wouldn't do that. Some people do it, but I would just throw in titles that would possibly help, but I actually don't know what these ones are. So I don't know if I would have added them. John, I know John has a CFA on there. But like if you look at any finance guy, they spam all the titles like CFA, CPA, CPP right after on their LinkedIn title here.
You need it to raise money though. That's how it works.
If you look at any fanghead, it would be like X Apple, X Microsoft, X
Fibonacci.
X Google.
X
That's
LeetCode.
some people from India literally says 1,000 plus LeetCode questions solved on their title or something like that. I've seen that. Or like anybody who spammed LeetCode. So
Now, I feel like this is more like a West, like in China, you don't see that. You just literally, like the top people literally just get the top jobs there.
Rochester
Yeah,
Institute of Technology. So it's
Ex Jessica
merit-based.
Alba, yeah.
So Rochester Institute of Technology, Software Engineering.
I remember AlphaCode, you're not married or anything, so you could definitely try that on your
Abel,
on your
honestly,
Bumble.
I wouldn't
on your Bumble
spam
or
all the
whatever.
titles. I would just keep it short and succinct. So Lee, what's up? Sorry if I'm pronouncing everyone's names wrong. I literally am just reading it how I see it on left to right in English. Let's see. Rochester Institute of Technology Software Engineering Program has equipped me with a solid foundation. Longer title gives you more aura, but it just spams. I can't really even... The more you put, then I just won't even know.
Do
Anything,
people
I'll
actually
just
care
move on.
about their LinkedIn though? Actually, yeah.
LinkedIn gets you a job 100%. It's the key way to get a job. I wouldn't disregard LinkedIn presence. I would spam it.
Do you post on LinkedIn?
I don't post on LinkedIn, but I'm active on LinkedIn hard. So Rochester Institute of Technology Software Engineering Program has equipped me with a solid foundation in modern software development principles, complemented by hands-on experience in designing and deploying impactful solutions. Previous roles at Wabtec Corporation enhanced my skills in Java, Spring Boot, and data-driven optimizations, facilitating cost savings and boosting system performance. In collaboration, a lot of words there, but pretty good so far. Having an about section is good.
Nah, this guy's not on his own. Oh yeah, that is your burner.
Okay.
I'm just gonna eat Papa's food right now. BRB.
Yeah, go ahead. Software engineer, Rochester Institute of Technology. Contractor at NYC. Okay, are you graduated? Okay, they just graduated and is working. What's Wabtec? I've never heard of this company. Honestly, your your LinkedIn is good. It's nice and filled out. You have all the skills there. It's pretty nice and filled out, honestly. Like what can you do better than that? I would say the one thing is just this title has way too much stuff in it. Maybe I'd reduce it. Maybe I'll just say RIT graduate in software engineering, or I'll just say software engineer at whatever company. But you have a nice picture. You're looking good in your picture, looking smart. You have a suit and tie. You look legit. And I don't know what that background is, but honestly, it's solid. You have your LinkedIn. You're a hooper. So you like basketball, working out, and trading. Honestly, solid LinkedIn too. But you got no commits, bro. Where are the commits at? Are they hidden? You don't need to spam the commits, but you only have a few commits, so I'd be wondering what projects you're working on. Like where you uploaded them. You should use GitHub. I was slacking when I was interning. Okay, let's look at John Peralta CFA LinkedIn. If you don't type in the CFA, Abel, but even in school, or I feel like when you're in school, you should commit all of your stuff onto GitHub. That's what I did. Just to practice using GitHub and tracking everything, because that's normal software engineers done using version control.
Yo, awesome guy. What if you're working on like non-public repos? Like now you always have to do stuff in public. That sucks.
Like the only reason I even called out the commits, and I'm not one of those people who let's see mine. Okay, I'll show you. Let's see. Let's look up. I don't care if you have an active contribution or not, right? I'm not one of those people who are be like, you need all green stuff on your GitHub contribution. Some people say that, right? But the thing that if somebody was working on projects and or if they had a bunch of projects that they said that they worked on, but they only had like one commit, I was like, how did they like build that project with only one commit? That's the main thing that I would just be wondering about. But honestly, that's the only reason why I mentioned it, because you have a few projects there, and then it only said like 2 commits. That's the main thing that I'm confused about. But I'm not really like the judging your commits. I'm not I know people on LinkedIn I've seen is like, you need to have a fully green commit history in order to get a job at like a specific company. I don't really subscribe to that, because yeah, people work jobs, and the jobs that they work on aren't actually on like GitHub. So Alpha wants to look at my GitHub history. What do you think it's gonna look like? Dude, look, I'm literally pushing some of my courses up there. This is my GitHub history. But I was working a job while doing I was using GitHub for my career, or my job involved using GitHub. So a lot of these are actually from my job too. Right? But before I started school, I would use GitHub, and I would just turn it private. So I started using GitHub probably 2018. I was doing some stuff. Some of these are like my ML stuff. Oh, these are all private repos. John, what's up? So this is when I was still in school. So I would use GitHub during my school to submit. I would keep private repos, but I would just use GitHub to version control. And obviously, when you're working with teammates in school and you're working on group projects, you need to use GitHub to version control. So a lot of my projects we hosted on GitHub. So that's what a lot of these ones are for. And a lot of the commits are actually from like side projects and stuff that I had. So that was like 2019, 2020. And then 2021 is when I started working a job. So a lot of these commits are from the startup I was working at. Let's see, which year did I go the most ham? Probably 2023. Let's see here. Yeah, I can do a project review.
Word. That might be the next.
Yo, John made. Okay, I like this title right here. It's kind of funny. Cooking with AI. Did you just change that up right now?
No, I dropped that like a couple weeks back.
That's so funny. Oh, he dropped
That
the
might
solo.
be. That might be the next thing for you, James. Like engineer reviews project.
I'm down.
Yo, Paul, I dropped the donate button because I don't need money anymore, bro. I'm gonna add. I don't know, man.
You don't need money no more?
It kind of felt weird. I'll see. I'll put the donate button in the account tab. But
Yo,
the
why
reason
don't you
why
put stealth startup or something?
solo founder, I'm gonna be the first unicorn. That's just solo.
Yo, Loki and Y Combinator, they say they don't like solo founders though.
Shit.
There's a lot of videos they make. They say
That's
they don't
not
like solo
good.
founders.
That's not good. But all right. I might have to go to Kleiner Perkins then. It is what it is. There's a couple of those guys, Sequoia.
So John went LinkedIn official with his johnperalta.com. Solo founder building an AI investment engine delivering institutional insights at retail scale on the side. Improve the performance of a real estate portfolio through... Dude, what the hell? What the hell?
Is he back? He's back.
What
He's
the
back.
hell? Dude,
He's back.
SF Wi-Fi is terrible.
Don't you have the best stuff?
Dude, SF Wi-Fi is terrible. How's... And I just upgraded. Guess what my bill? I was paying $120 a month for my Wi-Fi. I don't even go home. I don't even. I literally use up
That's
like 100
crazy,
megabytes
bro.
or not megabytes. Sorry, like, probably like less than 10 gigabytes a month, and I was paying 118 on Xfinity. But now I called them and I dropped my Xfinity bill from $120 to $75, and I got a free iPad so I can give to my dad so he can look at his farm in HD. He could set up a CCTV, HDMI to USB-C, connected on his large screen TV. That's the main thing he's been up to.
This guy does not sleep, man. I think that's where we get it. He's just like he's constantly awake. He's just like looking at the dude cut grass, chop trees.
Dude,
It's like RuneScape.
my dad watches the cameras on the farm. It pretty much is streaming right away. Yo, tweak. But it streams right away. And as soon as he sees something off, he's like sending them pictures of it. Or like he's screenshotting the
Oh
farm or
man,
something. He's like,
I
"Yo,
gotta
check on
get
this."
that on.
Okay. Let's do a LeetCode question, man.
Yeah, my lead code dropped off a cliff when I started like
Bro, you don't even need to do LeetCode. Yo, chat, everyone's still in here? Did it lag out?
Nah, everyone's in here. You got like 20 people.
Dude, it was up way harder than that.
Oh man.
Awesome guy, how you been? Yo, let's go through some of my videos and see what I've been working at. Well,
Yeah, awesome guy. Awesome guy literally been here from like December though.
yeah. We'll do a walkthrough. Let's just start at some of my very first videos.
I just been like your ex.
Yeah, so awesome guy used to watch me back when I'm gonna do this again this year or next year in December, hopefully.
I'll do some what's it called?
The advent of code, right? Remember that?
Yeah, I
Yeah, the
could probably
Christmas
do
ones.
like day 1 or 2.
Yo, Paul, Alpha, did y'all ever do advent of code? So this is when I first ever started streaming was advent of code. Dude, I'm gonna get hit with ads like crazy. But I was doing advent of code. So this
Yo,
was
just
my
watch
first
the
ever
ads.
stream.
Just watch the ads. Just give them. Oh man.
So I'm gonna do this again next year, but there's an advent of code 2024. And you pretty much just do these Christmas questions. It's basically the same as LeetCode, where you're given like a prompt and you're given an input and output. Or you're given a prompt and you're given some input, and then you have to write the code, and you pretty much figure out the answer and you submit it. And there's 2 questions each day. And yeah, pretty much it starts off very easy and it gets really hard by the end of it. I literally only got to probably day, let's see. I only got to probably day, what day did I get to? It was pretty sick. I'll send it to this. But this is really popular. What the hell? Let me share this. Dude. Everything's lagging. Yo, am I good?
Yeah, you're good. Did you even get through advent of code? The whole thing?
No, I didn't.
You started getting folded.
Yeah.
LeetCode hard had to like basically do some of that, yo.
Let me see.
Why didn't we just
Focus,
use AI
focus.
assist?
Dude, that's like
No, that's
cheating.
kind of cheating, yeah. Cheat on
Dude.
everything according to Cooley though.
Okay, wait. Dude, not my keyboard is tweaking. Dude, Apple products are literally failing on me.
Is your computer dying or something?
Dude, just bad. Am I getting hacked?
This time wear Santa's costume. Dude, for Halloween, this guy this guy had a marshmallow on.
Yo, I was trolling in some of my videos. Okay, finally. Holy crap. I think my stuff is working back. So, advent of code. This is pretty popular. You can see all the winners and stuff. But a lot of companies, they do this together too. They do this advent of code. So if you join, like, go on your Slack or whatever and try to look for advent of code 2024, you might see it. A lot of people like to do these. Let's see.
Oh man, there's another John in this chat. Never mind.
So awesome guy, he was watching me when I was doing these questions. They're hard. I had to call for help, but I got to day 11, and after that I kind of fell off. I started doing other videos, but I think this year I should be able to get a lot further. Hype dog. First real comment of the day. Should I focus on a specific niche topic in LeetCode, or should I do LeetCode 150? You should focus topic by topic, and I made a bunch of videos on this already, but you should focus topic by topic. Start with arrays, then move to linked list, then move to graphs, then move to trees, or sorry, go to trees. Like, yo, you talking smack about my comments? Pretty much what you need to do is go topic by topic and understand each one, and then try to do LeetCode 150 or something. But like spam array questions, then spam tree questions, then spam linked list. Like spam all the common data structures and focus topic by topic, data structure by data structure, algorithm by algorithm, and then start taking on random questions. That's been my advice from day one. And I know a lot of people give that same advice as well. Yo, I was about to make a video on this right now, and I think this is what I had. I was gonna make a video on this. Yo, B-Man, what's up? I was gonna make a video on this of how many LeetCode questions, and maybe we can just handle that right here. And get like live feedback on this.
Yo, this guy still uses Selenium?
Okay, the chat's asking.
Bro, playwright at least.
So the chat's asking how many LeetCode questions does it take to actually be good at interviews? So I kind of thought about this. I was thinking about this today while in line for a really nice bakery. But let's see. This is the random stuff that I'll be thinking about during the day. I made this list right here. So I think from 0 to 500 or 0 to 100, you're pretty much a complete beginner. In this phase, you'll probably fail about 90% of interviews if you've only done less than 100, right? And obviously, the closer you get to the 100, you're closer. If you done, I think it's Mag now. Yeah, for sure. So pretty much, if you've done 0, you're gonna fail 100% of interviews for sure, right? And the closer you get to 100, you're gonna be failing about 90. That's what I would say. This is kind of between 100 to 200. I guess you can fail between 90 to 50%. But pretty much when you're getting close to 200, you'll probably fail half your interviews. So if this is complete beginner phase, from 100 to 200, you're still a beginner. Paul, that's cap, man. Every time I ask you about if you solve a question, you solved it. And it all depends on what your background is. This is for the average person right here. For me, when I started doing LeetCode, I already finished school. I already did like advanced algorithms course. So if you've already done advanced algorithms course in your school, you could be at 100 to 200 questions and you had that background in school. You won't fail half the time for sure. And you're probably more intermediate, right? So it all really depends on how talented you are as an engineer as well. Or maybe not as an engineer, but how talented are you at LeetCode in general? Because some people are better at this stuff than others. But I'm talking about the average case right here. So I would say from 0 to 100, you're a complete beginner. You're going to fail about 90%. From 100 to 200, I would say you're still a beginner. And you'll probably fail like half the time. Maybe you did blind 75. Maybe you know a bunch of the list. You'll start to be passing a lot of interviews after 100 to 200. But honestly, even at this phase, even though I had 100 to 200 questions done, I had a whole degree, and I've done already a bunch of algorithms courses in my school. I was still failing probably half of my interviews, or even more than half, between this 100 to 200. So I would say I was still a complete beginner. And a lot of the companies I was actually interviewing for were in the Bay Area though, and they actually they usually ask pretty hard questions, because some of them were early stage startups. They're asking me random questions like design a search recommendation system. In that one, you have to use a try, and I've never seen a try in my life before. But I would say, in general, 1 to 200, you're still a beginner. From 200 to, once you get to over 200, I would say you're intermediate. That means you're 200, 350, you're decently good at LeetCode, but there's probably still a bunch of questions that you'll fold on. And these people are probably passing about 65% of their interviews. So, what does everyone think in the chat so far about what I'm saying here? So, if you've done under 350, you'll still probably only pass 65% of your interviews. That's just like that's just what I think. What's everyone think? Unless you're already like Paul, unless you're really talented, you could probably do like 100 questions and you're already good. But that's not the average case.
Wait, well, how are we supposed to be dressed, B, man? What? Are you supposed to be wearing suits or something?
Why aren't we dressed?
Birthday suit?
Okay, so about
Party
from
hats.
300 to 500%, I think you're going into you're not really a pro, but I would say you're I would start calling these people good at LeetCode. Good is just you're just good at LeetCode. Um, I wouldn't call anyone a pro unless they're like plasmatic or alpha. Even Paul is really good. Those people are more advanced. So I think 500 plus to be advanced is not. You can't be advanced by spamming 1,000 questions, right? You actually need to understand the questions. You need to advance. You need to take it a step further. So I would say 500 plus. You'll probably solve 85%. I'll just say you're. I wouldn't even call you a pro lead coder just because you solve 500 lead code questions. I would just say you're like, pretty good at lead code.
Dang, dude. That's ridiculous. Like, how long would it take to get to 500 lead code questions?
I don't even know. I just hit that recently. I'm at 650.
Could you fox a job with like 200?
You can Fox. Did in 6 months, yeah, if you're spamming.
Frick,
But what I
man.
would say is pretty good at LeetCode. The number of questions you did at LeetCode doesn't make you better or not. I think it's more about after you get a certain amount of breadth, when you get over 200, and definitely when you're going after 350 plus, it's all about actually pushing yourself and taking on harder questions. Otherwise, you're going to be at 500 plus questions and you'll be just as good as intermediate. I've seen people like 600, 700 questions, and I would consider them intermediate. Like when I interviewed them, they would still fail. And I was even at that portion too. When I was pushing 500, I was still almost intermediate. Even right now, I don't even know if I'm that good at LeetCode. But everything's relative. I think I definitely need to push myself harder to even work on harder questions. Yeah, somebody build 12 bots and get me to 110. I feel like you just need to solve. If you solve over 200 questions, you should be good. Actually, don't make bots. That's gonna get my account banned.
Yeah. You're gonna
Don't
get
make bots.
banned. You're gonna get banned. Don't. The other thing, don't order your plaque on live.
Why?
All right, bro. You're gonna leak yourself.
Well, yeah, it
You're
drops
gonna.
that.
Yeah, just make sure. Just make
Yeah,
sure.
don't make bots, please. Don't make bots. I don't want to get spammed.
Yeah, don't make bots. Don't do that. And
don't-
also, yeah, just don't order your plaque on
Yo,
live and then
chat.
talk
Any questions in the chat? Any questions about life, YouTube, career?
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, James,
some
why'd you get
questions.
started? Why'd you get started on YouTube? Where do you think, like, what was so hard about it?
All right,
I don't
okay.
know.
Let me start.
Should I
video
pull
here.
out? Should I
Yeah,
put out
John CFA
ChatGPT?
is gonna do
Should
a
I
hot
interview?
seat. Just
Should I
interview
go
me.
on ChatGPT?
Ask me a bunch of questions. Chat, answer me
Okay,
questions too.
I'll pull out the O3 mini on this. O3 on this one. I'm
Story of my
asking.
life.
Yeah, I'm asking a successful
What story of my life? 10 more subs.
YouTuber.
Okay, so story of my life.
Leak is I'm asking a successful YouTuber. Honestly, my comp is like not even great. I'm asking a successful YouTuber for about his growth.
Oh, you want the coding pattern series?
What some
Yo,
questions?
okay, in the
to
Juneteenth
ask him?
weekend, how much stock? Go on levels FYI and look it up. It'll give you accurate depiction of everything. Of pay, base, bonus, all that stuff.
Number one pocket watcher. It's good to have a pocket watcher. To be honest.
I'm not gonna be one of those YouTubers who clickbaits their salary just to get views. There's way too many of those people.
CFA is a payday. CFA is a good payday. If you look up the comp, it's pretty accurate.
Some of those YouTubers get laid off and they'll be like, I just quit my $500,000 job to go sit in the woods.
Do you think
And
that's
they-
true?
It's true that they were making 500.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what's it
Dang.
called? It's weird though. It's possible in the Bay Area, but that's because the companies are doing really well. Like just because like money is not the money amount of money you're making in the Bay Area is not correlated to how good you are as an engineer. Up until maybe it's correlated. I don't know. I'm not a recruiter, but probably you see some people that could BS their way to $500,000 a year. Yeah, not just probably correlated, just not 100%. Okay, John, drop some questions.
All right. Okay. I got some stuff. All right. Where should we start? So I've got some like content creation process, audience and engagement, analytics and experimentation, monetization and brand, advice to aspiring creators, why they start. I'll start with the why they started, early
Oh
journey
wait,
and
I'm answering
mindset.
the chat too. So who's your barber? I have two barbers, one in San Francisco, one in Calgary.
You think
I
this
get a
guy here
haircut
is
every
lit?
2 weeks.
Every
get it.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Stop, bro.
I just ask for a low taper, 0 to 1. Touch up the top, touch up the beard. Sometimes I don't ask them to touch up the beard because it adds like $25 extra. And cuts out here is for the beard and the taper is around $70, and I don't want to be spending that every 2 weeks. All right, John,
Is low
what's
taper the meta right now? Is that the meta at the club?
I don't even know what the meta is.
Okay. I might have
Everyone
to check
has
that
their own
one
style.
out. I always do a 0 to a 0.5 fade.
You do
type
the
shit.
high one, right? I used to do that, but it made my head
I,
shape weird.
yeah, I might drop that.
Yeah, drop it to
I'll
try
look
the
that up.
taper out. Try the taper out.
Yeah, I'm gonna try the taper out.
G Nut, what's good? Okay, ask some questions, chat.
Okay, do you want me to ask you some questions?
Wait, Lilith was
Like,
also asking our life story. Okay, I was born in the Philippines. I moved to Canada when I was 4. John, how old were you?
I was like 5. Wait, 2001 September 20.
I was 5. You were 7. But
Yeah, something like that.
we moved to Canada. Um, the first place we moved was Calgary. We were staying at my aunt's house. My aunt was staying with a boyfriend who she broke up with eventually. I don't know, and then maybe they.
Why'd you have to say that?
Okay, sorry for leaking.
No, I'm just kidding. You didn't have to leak shit. I'm just playing.
But we probably only stayed there for about a year, and then we moved to Vancouver. But when we moved to Calgary to Canada, we had no family. I don't think we had anyone except for my aunt. That was on my mom's side. But we had no family. And then we moved to Vancouver. And in Vancouver, did we have a cousin, one like aunt there too, or not yet?
Yeah, Tita Chris was there.
Okay, yeah, we had one aunt, and then Tita Chris is. Damn, we're leaking names, but like.
Yeah, nah. Shout out to Tita Chris.
But yeah, we moved there. Dude, my dad was working at 7-Eleven for like 2 years there when we were
Okay, let me tell the story, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
So we moved to Calgary in 2001 September, and then our dad had a job in LA, right? So he's basically like flying back and forth between Calgary and LA. And then our mom was kind of like trying to get a job as well. And then we kind of left Calgary, and then our dad quit his job in LA, and then
And
we
it was a
bought a
good
house in
job. He had a
Vancouver.
good job. He actually
Yeah,
had
he
a
had a
good
good
job.
job. He's also in tech, but like on the hardware side, I think.
But he had a good
I don't know
job in LA, but
what
he
did he
had to
do
quit it just
exactly.
because he was kind of away from family, and he didn't want he didn't want really want my mom to raise us all on her own, because my
Yeah.
mom would also teach us some stuff that he might have not agreed with. So he's just like, I need some I need some influence on my kids.
No.
Th-
That's so cap.
He said that.
Nah, he said that? What was Mama
Not like,
telling us?
care to
Care to
elaborate? I don't know.
elaborate?
It's not really anything, but they just probably have different ways of raising a child, and if you're a parent, you want your kid to turn out the way you want them, right? So you would obviously want some. I mean, I don't have a kid, but I think if I had if when I have a kid, I'll care a lot about how the kid is growing up and what values they're consuming and what, like, are they on their iPad all day? I'll care about that stuff, right? And if you're all away from a different country, you can't like enforce all of that on your kid. You might end up with an iPad baby. Did you want kids? Yeah, 100%. And I'm gonna make the kid code right away and make YouTube videos like that one kid who writes code without talking.
Dang, really?
No, that's good.
That slaps.
Okay, John, continue with the story. Okay, he quit his job and we had to move to
Yeah,
Vancouver.
so he quit his job in LA to move to Vancouver. So we were living in a tiny house in Westminster for like a year and a
We were
half.
renting, right? Oh no, we got it,
No,
but we
no,
got
we
it for the
we owned
low.
that house. We owned that house. And then yeah, so my mom was our mom was studying in school, and our dad was working at 7-Eleven night shift. Cuz like daycare was expensive as hell for that time. Like it
Yeah.
literally made more sense to work at 7-Eleven and make less money than it made sense to like work during the day and have to pay for daycare. It's insane, bro. But I didn't know that at 7 years old, right?
Yo, we
And
thought it
then
was lit. Like every time you come
yeah,
home
we
with
thought it was
Slurpees.
lit. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like that those are the
Honestly, it's a
first
lit
Yu-Gi-Oh
job. It's
cards.
just dangerous.
Yeah.
Like working at a
Actually,
gas
I
station is
like I
dangerous.
tried
Like
to visit that place too. I'll ask our dad like where that is, cuz like I'm in Vancouver a lot. I'll go visit his old 7-Eleven, but I think it got turned off or whatever. It got canceled.
but yeah.
But
What
yeah, and
else?
then like obviously our dad got sick of working at 7-Eleven. So we moved to Calgary. He got like a job, the job that he's working at right now. And then our mom also came with us, and then she started her nursing school. Then she got her nursing stuff, and then she got a job as a nurse. And then our dad's like kind of in the same job, same company and everything. He's been like a loyal guy for like 20 years or something. I don't know, I cut off a lot there. But that's like the whole story. We're kind
Yeah.
and then we're living in the house that we're living that we showed on the what's it called, on the YouTube video the other day.
Yeah. And then I don't know. I didn't really do any. I kind of went through regular school process.
Yeah.
Didn't really take advanced classes in junior high and high school. Kind of
Yeah,
just played with
I'm the one
friends.
that took I took like AP classes at one
Yeah,
point.
John actually was pretty advanced. He this guy had the high marks. He was taking like calculus and stuff in high school, doing
Yeah,
competitions
I
for.
literally got 100 in calc, like literally 100%.
That's crazy.
But yeah,
The only thing you did wrong was that you didn't have multiple options when applying to uni. This guy applied with like one option when they give you like three free
oh
options.
yeah. I forget what I was doing.
It's
But
like,
yeah, and then I think the reason, like me personally, I think James too, because like our dad used to be super, like he's still kind of into it, but like he used to be into making home videos. Do you remember that?
yeah,
I think that may be why we're like comfortable with just like talking into a camera. I don't know. I'm just like
But
hypothesizing,
yeah.
like nature
Okay.
versus nurture type thing.
Yeah, and then basically, yeah, pretty much we went through university and everything. Um, I started university right after high school. Started at the UFC, and then after the program that I was taking was in sciences. It was like kind of like a general science one, and my goal was to get into something in med, maybe like get into med school or be a pharmacist. I was exploring a bunch of different options there. But then I took a comp sci class, and that comp sci class kind of just opened my eyes. I know I always had like the urge to start a business, even when I was in high school, because I just thought that would be the best way to just make a lot of money. And yeah, so I was like, maybe starting a business, but I didn't know what I wanted to start a business in. But then as soon as I started taking those first comp sci classes, I realized that there's a lot of opportunity, and you could essentially start a company with very little capital, and you could pretty much start a company with any idea that comes to your head. So that's kind of why I decided to just take it full time. Yo, Cyclops, what's up?
Yo, don't make your kids solve Rubik's cubes, man. It doesn't make them smarter. Just get them straight into building a business.
Let's start a tax consultant AI vertical. I mean, that would actually be good.
Dude, you know what I want to make, Paul? A real estate AI vertical. Like these real estate agents out here be getting too much money, bro. 30,000 on a deal. If
Honestly,
we
it'd be
make an
really good, but what
AI,
happens if you mess up
oh
someone's
man.
taxes? But honestly, it's a good idea. Any of these vertical AI agents is good. Let's go. Four more. Four more
Four more to
subs.
100 Gs.
Okay, John, ask me fire off some hot seat questions off
Okay,
that LeetCode.
like why they started.
I started
Oh
because
man,
John started. John showed me how to make videos without even any effort, and I was just like, I always wanted to do YouTube. I have some videos of like early videos here on this channel of me
yeah,
just
yeah,
doing random
go,
stuff.
yeah, that one's good. Go through your like, because when you were a kid, you used to make YouTube videos back then too. They talk about that.
Three.
Talk about
Wait,
like
John,
your
let me
YouTube.
message you quick. Let me see.
Okay, okay. Message me for what?
Wait, I just have to ask you something. Can you do April Fool's joke?
You're gonna message me on text? Okay, okay, I see. Let's see.
Do two more subs. Take the SS. Can you do April where you roast someone on live stream? Okay, John, ask more questions.
Okay, hold
Two
on.
more
Let me.
subs.
Um, but yeah, what was there a specific moment or reason that made you hit upload for the first time? Oh man, these are so AI generated.
Dude,
Okay, wait. Early journey and mindset. So, what were your first videos like, and how did you feel about them looking back at them?
I was just my goal, my philosophy in life is to just spam. I like quantity over quality. I think you made a good video on this of you're gonna focus on quantity of actions versus quality of actions, and I feel like that strategy will take you far. People are so obsessed with making the right decision instead of just making any decision. So I just focus on just every day just making decisions and just make as many as possible.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like even or I try to move at a fast pace. Even when I'm coding, even when I'm working, I could sit and think about 10 solutions and focus on each feature, 2 weeks for each feature. But I'd rather pump out as much features as possible. Obviously, I'm going to spend a lot of time thinking about it and trying to get it right. But like at some point, maybe if it's 2 or 3 days I'm working on the same ticket, I'm just pumping something out and getting feedback from either my coworkers or some like.
Damn, they were watching you. They were watching you.
No, I mean like in general, I like to I like to move at a fast pace. So even when starting at YouTube, I could have spent so much time dropping on each video and then spend a lot of time like making a really good video. But I don't think I would have had all of my popular videos if I didn't do that. So for example,
Oh
I would
yeah,
have never, if I wasn't spamming one video of a day, I would have never made this senior software engineer takes a meta phone screen, right?
yeah. No, I see.
So
Uh,
my focus was actually just spam one video a day for the whole year, and it kind of just it fell off a little bit, but I think it's quantity over quality.
yeah, you have a real.
One more
I
sub.
mean, not that your last job was not real, but like you have an actual job. It's not like
Yeah.
you gotta make sacrifices.
Let's see.
Um.
Another question. Yeah, everyone unsub me.
Okay, how did you stay consistent when nobody was watching at the beginning? No, I swear to God, I
Bro, I dropped a
literally have
video on
this on
this.
YouTube. I literally have I literally have this
What
on
the
YouTube.
hell?
Real
Which
estate,
one?
oh man. Real estate agents are scammers, though. Imagine our AI just talks to rich people for 30 minutes, finds them the
Yo,
perfect.
let's solve two sum real
Yo,
quick before this
oh,
thing
we'll
goes.
get that. We'll get that.
Yo, who's gonna be my 100K sub? Hit me up. I'll Venmo you.
No, chill. Give that money to the actual people, bro.
Yo,
Oh man.
we've been streaming for 2 hours. This shit has not been going up.
The funniest
Let's
thing ever is,
go.
are you at 100?
Yeah, I just hit 100.
Oh man.
Yes,
Yeah, get that
sir.
play button. That play button's gonna slap on the wall downstairs. Yo, Liam's a day one sub though. He's like,
Yo, Liam, okay, hit me up with your Venmo. Let's get it. 100K. 101. Yo, thanks everyone for supporting the channel.
dang. I can finally sleep. Oh man.
Thanks Liam for being my 100K sub. I'll be Venmoing you. But
Yeah,
but on serious note, thanks
we'll do
everyone
like
for supporting the channel.
we'll do like a real like interview in real life. With
I
like
never thought the channel would grow that fast, but these videos have been popping off and people like them. People have been commenting that they keep they keep liking the content. They want to see more videos. I'm trying to balance my job, but I'm gonna keep running it up.
yeah.
Yo, thank
Honestly,
you.
man, do not fold on Meta, man. Zuckerberg needs you.
Next we gotta
Do an
meet the
India tour.
president.
Oh yeah, dude, you might have to go to India for a bit.
Yo, I have 300 or I have like 38,000 subscribers in India.
Yeah, you might as well
So
pull up.
38,000 subscribers in India. And then like 22,000 in the US. So a lot of them is from here. Probably low percent in Canada. Yo, I had a sub pull up on me in the gym. I was working out
Really?
with my friend. Yeah. I was working out. I was literally we were just talking random stuff too.
You were working out with Caesar, and then somebody
Yeah, I was
pulled
working out
up.
with Caesar at the gym, and then he's just like, "Are you James Peralta? You make YouTube videos?" I was like, "Yo, what's up?" It's only the second person on in person that recognized me.
That's wild.
But
Was
yeah,
he
he
also
just
a Swede? He's probably a
yeah,
Swede also.
he is working just across the street, so I'm gonna see him around.
That's lit.
He's pretty buff. He goes to Berkeley. He's working on like a Series C startup, but
Dang. Yo, okay, if I get wise, do you think I need a second founder then? Frick.
nice.
I kind of like my
Yo, yeah,
my
let's start it together.
co-founder.
You can't.
My
You look it up.
co-founder is my co-founder is Windsurf AI.
Yeah, I'll send you videos, but
Oh man, I don't want to watch that. It's gonna freaking kill my code velocity. And they do founder matching anyways. Why do I care?
Yeah, but do you want to work with a random founder?
That's true. That's true. Nah. I think you should keep your job at Meta for a while and then use that Meta money as like so I don't have to do dilutive. So we don't have
Yeah,
to dilute the company right away.
yeah. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah,
Okay,
Polly.
what are my plans for the future? What's that? I like
Oh, you're just
your
gonna ask yourself questions.
I'm pulling out your book, but I like the stuff that I like how you public speak though, because you mentioned that you had like a manifesto on your you had a manifesto on your company, right? What's a manifesto again? I'm gonna
It's
start.
like it's like a public declaration and of policy and aims, especially one issued before an election. I don't know what the hell that means.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna make my Yeah, I like these manifestos. One of my one of my friends in the chat was keeps wanting me to read the Communist Manifesto, and I'm gonna read that at one point. But
Just get AI to summarize that and set up RAG on
let's
it.
see, what's my manifesto? I think what's a manifesto again? Do I just literally say what my
It's just
goals
a
are?
yeah, like what like why are you doing something and how you're gonna do it. What you're gonna do, why you're gonna do it, and how you're gonna do it.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep growing this YouTube channel. I'm gonna try to post 100 to 200 videos in a year. But I don't want to be, my YouTube content is not going to be focused. I do have some of the table stakes videos, such as explanations on things like I do want to do tutorials, but I want to mix it up from having just tutorials to real life content of real things about me and my life, more specific to career, and um, yeah, more stuff with career, and what else? I want to focus on my career in order to provide the best content possible for my subscribers. I don't want to sell out and just switch over to YouTube when I'm only not even that great of an engineer. I want to be the best engineer I could be and then show that on my YouTube. And yeah, maybe those videos will be used to train an AI one day. But that's also one reason why I made some of these videos. So that I could document. Yo, I'm losing subs by the second. I'm gonna have to if I go under if I get to 100,000, I'm gonna have to cancel if I think it's going under.
Oh
But
man.
what am I saying? So I'm gonna be doing videos on tutorials because I like honestly teaching. So I'm gonna be doing those too. But I wanna actually also focus on becoming a better engineer. So that doesn't really involve LeetCode, honestly. LeetCode helps you get a job, but projects like what John's doing, like my website, trying to start a company, doing well at my job, pushing projects at my job, taking on big projects in my job. That's gonna help me become a better software engineer. And I think being a software engineer is going to help me build the best content that I could possibly build for everyone here. So that's my main focus every day. That's my main thing is just be the best engineer I could be, and yeah, and that doesn't involve just coding. Like coding has diminishing returns too. It also involves like starting a company and different things. I want to that my main goal in ever since I was 16, 17 was to start a company. So I can't flop out on that. I need to do that at some point, and maybe it will be the next couple years, and it definitely is going to be all on YouTube. I'm going to document a lot of that process, and I'm going to use my YouTube to market and show and shed the light on what I'm building and show behind the scenes on what I'm building and show different things of raising money, building the product from scratch, all that stuff. I think that's all going to be good content. So that's why I want to focus on that stuff. So focusing on my career, focusing on eventually building a company. John's doing the same stuff, and we're gonna make some sick content. But
Yeah, I think
our focus is just to be as smart as possible, and just be
yeah, I
as good
think
as possible. And I think the smart, like if you could get really smart and good at what you do, and everything else will just follow.
yeah. I think your life is I don't I think like your approach to YouTube should be this thing called document, don't create. Is like I don't know if you know this guy Gary V, but he used to be popular like 7 years ago,
Bro, that guy's
and he
cooked.
used to yeah
He went on a video on Bloomberg, and he's talking about how Perplexity is owned by Google, or he thought Perplexity is started by Google, so he was saying like, oh yeah,
what are
Google's
you
doing a
saying
good
monkey
job with
stuff?
Perplexity. Yeah, he's like Google's doing a really good job with Perplexity right now.
Oh man, what a
Yo
dummy.
said you it's so funny, and then
I'll
everyone's
watch
like,
that.
Perplexity is a private company. It's not owned
Oh
or started
man,
by Google.
that's what happens when you talk about crypto too much. He was into crypto way too much. Shout out to Paul for the crypto. But yeah, I think you, James, you should do the document, don't create. Like when you make a YouTube video, don't try to create something like groundbreaking, something viral. Rather document what you're doing in your life right now to become a better engineer, and that's what's gonna get you views long term, and it's gonna stop you from just quitting because you can't think about like the next best thing. You always
Yeah,
have something to talk about in like your day-to-day life, right?
yeah. Like even a lot of times, there's a lot of videos that I can make, but if I don't become a better engineer from making that video, half the time I don't make it because
Yeah.
I need to make videos that's gonna it needs to be a win-win. It needs to be a good video for all of my subscribers, and it needs to also I need to get better at something when I make the video, because also it's hard for me to be passionate and take the time to make a video if I know it's not gonna improve my skills. No, I'm not scamming nobody.
Yeah.
Um,
No, honestly, like James could literally charge a lot of money. Like how much does Coding Jesus ask for like a interview, you know what I'm saying? Like you could literally charge for that and people would literally wanna pay.
yeah,
You know what
I
I'm
wouldn't even
saying?
metaverse if you didn't hit like that. Yeah, I did
Like
not
that's
hit. See, Paul, like you never know what's gonna hit or not. I had so much videos I thought were gonna hit, some were not gonna hit. The random ones hit, so that's why it's just about spamming the internet. And I like, honestly, you have to make videos in a way that you enjoy. I genuinely enjoy the way that I make videos. That's why when I saw John started doing it, I just literally copied his setup because I was like, this is a good way to make videos. John makes all his videos one take and just drops it, no edits. And I don't like sitting down editing videos. I do it sometimes, but I'd
you kind of
rather.
got into the editing of the thumbnails though. Like
Dude,
you
that's
enjoy that.
okay. Yeah, that's fun. Making the thumbnail. I like an aesthetic feed, right?
Yeah,
But yeah,
I like your thumbnails. Like let's see your thumbnails. Like your thumbnails are better than the AI generated thumbnails.
damn. Okay, I'm gonna order this plaque straight to the house there, and I'm gonna put it on the wall next. 100K
Yeah.
subs. That's
Oh
crazy.
man, my
John, you gotta
car's gonna
sleep
get
soon.
pissed if I don't
Yeah,
sleep. Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna sleep soon too. Yo, chat. Okay, I'll hang up and I'll just give a final speech before I hang up.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Okay, peace
Peace,
out.
bro. Peace, bro.
Peace.
Hope you don't get in trouble. Peace.
Oh man, peace.
Let's see who's in here. All right. We got 9 real ones left. This thing was up way more before that, but it's getting late. But just want to say thanks everyone. Paul, especially you for supporting the channel. Alpha, who else has been? Dude, like all these people in the chat right now have Sabaj, Caesar, awesome guy. All these people, Liam, you have been constant in my channel and helped me grow from just being like active, you know what I mean? Without like all that engagement feeds into the algorithm. So I appreciate y'all for 100% for like being so helpful in helping me grow my channel. Let's see, Patrick, Daisy, who else? Lilith, who else? Like so many different people, but everyone knows who they are. They're pretty constant. The everyone knows who the constant people are. They see them all the time in the live chat. The channel wouldn't have grown without y'all. And we're gonna keep running this up. that I will never forget all the people who helped me when I was getting started. And thanks again for supporting the channel. We're gonna keep making good content. And this is a long, and Liam, for sure, LeetCode hard, LeetCode cracked, awesome guy. There's so many different people. I need to come up with a list, but all these people helped me grow my channel, and I'm grateful for everyone. Yeah, Google guy, awesome guy, all those people. I couldn't have this channel wouldn't have grown without all y'all inside of my live streams and in the comments helping me out. But this is a long journey. We just started this channel. Like I mentioned, I'm not this channel is to document a lot of different things. My main focus is to become the best software engineer that I could be, and my content is going to be documenting a lot of that and sharing some of the knowledge that I get. I'm still early in my engineering journey, but I mean it's been fun to keep on getting better at this, and that's what I'm going to focus on, and hopefully as I get better my content gets better with it and I can just keep on dropping better and better content. But that's my main goal. We just hit 100K and we'll see y'all in the next stream. I'll be streaming again next week. I'll be streaming next week and the week after that. Go everyone. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. You can find free coding interviews. Join the Discord if you want to get coding interviews, and I'll see you around. We're just starting this channel up. Who do I got? Oliveira or Tapuria? Oliveira is my favorite. But alright, thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks again for supporting my channel. Sorry if I missed anyone in the shoutouts, but honestly, super grateful for everyone for just always hopping on the streams and making the streams fun. I hope y'all got better at LeetCode and learned a lot about algorithms and random stuff just watching this stuff. And we're going to build a good community. Like Paul said, we're going to do... What was it? When we'll just refer each other into nepotism. We'll do some nepotism on my channel. I don't know if I'm even allowed to say that, but I don't even care. But I'll see y'all in the next video. Or the next stream. Thanks for tuning in. Nepo. Paul, especially for you, just message me. Alright, 100K. Peace.